What's going on, guys? I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's How To. Today we're going to be doing a review on Milwaukee's M12 handheld chemical sprayer, and we've also got a giveaway. Let's get straight into it, guys. Let's do this. Alright guys, so we're going to be doing a review and a giveaway today. Hopefully you've already picked up on that. This video is going to be unscripted. All of this stuff is from my own money, so it's 100% honest reviews, which I always do anyway. If you follow my channel, you will know that all my videos are just simply to help you guys and to make sure you're spending your money in the right place and not wasting it like I do a lot of the time. What we're going to be doing is just quickly unboxing this one here, putting it together, test it out, and we're going to be giving away one of these Milwaukee sprayers as well. So, like I said, I haven't actually thought about how I'm going to be doing this video or anything like that. So it's just going to be as it comes to my head. Hopefully that'll do the trick for you guys. 100% honest, upfront, and I'm going to give you guys my honest feedback. Now, with regards to my reviews, I've actually put a little bit of thought into it. What I've decided to do is review different types of products, maybe once a month or so. So any household products, anything that you can think of, from sprayers as we've got here, power tools, accessories, even anything inside your house, anything from a robot vacuum cleaner to anything else that most people would want to buy or use in or around their house, because that's the whole point of this channel, is to help people out, and that's what this channel does, is the how-to channel. So with this one here, I've purchased two of these, and I'll get into why in a second. It's a chemical sprayer, obviously, so you can use it for pesticides, herbicides, insecticides, fertilizers, anything like that in this chemical sprayer here. Now, probably the best thing about this thing that I can say already, because I've got one and I've been using it, I had to make a second one, and I'll tell you guys why in a second. But the best thing about it is the battery life. So Milwaukee claim that you can use a 2 amp hour battery, and that'll give you 300 liters worth of product that you can use before the battery goes flat. So to put that in perspective, these ones here, well, this particular one, which is a 7 liter version, they come in a 4 liter and a 7 liter version, skin only, unfortunately, so no batteries included. The 7 liter is $289 and the 4 liter is $269. So basically $20 in difference. We'll get rid of that stuff as well. Alright, so they're not that expensive, but for what you're getting in return, it's actually really good value for money. No more pumping, everything's on battery, and like I was saying, so 2 amp hour battery will give you 300 liters of product to be used before the battery goes flat. That's on a 2 amp hour battery. This one here is a 7 liter, so we're going to get about 40 fill-ups of the tank. So fill up, empty out, and we can fill that up 40 times before a 2 amp hour battery goes flat. Now that is absolutely unreal, to be able to disperse all of this chemical or product 40 times in one battery is unreal. All their sprayers are like that for some reason. The battery life is really good. I've got the backpack sprayer, which I'll talk about a little bit later as well. That thing's running awesome still to now, and the battery life is unreal. It's not like the power tools. Power tools seem to go out a lot quicker. But basically on a 4 liter version, you're going to get, I think it was about 70 or 73, something like that, tanks that you can fill up on a 2 amp hour battery. Now what I'm using is a 5 amp hour battery. I'll just grab that quickly. So I've actually bought a 5 amp hour battery, nice and simple, just simply plug it into the side, and I haven't even calculated how much I'm going to get out of this, but I won't have to be charging it after every use or every couple of uses. This thing's going to last me a very long time, so it's pretty simple and straightforward. I've got a couple of things that I really love about this and a few things that I don't like. So if anyone from Milwaukee's watching, I really don't understand how you do your R&D, your research and development, or your design and development, because some things just shouldn't be the way they are. And I'll show you guys what I mean in a second. We'll start off with the handle, because that one there really bothered me. The ergonomics on the handle, it feels like they're backwards. So I'll show you guys what I mean. I might have to cut this one here off. Like I said, these videos aren't going to be scripted or pre-planned or anything like that. It just is the way it is. Alright, so if we have a look at this handle here, I might try and zoom in a little bit as well. So with this handle here, it's got a little curve on it, and that's the way you actually hold the trigger or the handle in your hand. It's got a little curve. Seems like a good idea so far, and the trigger is on your thumb. Now the problem with the trigger on your thumb, it's okay if you're using just maybe 1, 2, 3 tanks worth, but if you've got a large area, you need to fill this up 10 times. Using just your thumb the whole time is, honestly, it fatigues your thumb. It's like, seems like a little thing, but when you use it, and hopefully you guys will be interested in buying it, you'll actually realize that the ergonomics of it aren't that great. So we'll put it all together and I'll show you guys what I mean. Really simple design. Just simply click it in. O-seals or the O-rings will click in. This one here gets clamped on, and I'm pretty sure it comes with a fan adapter as well. So we've got our little nozzle here. This is pretty much the only little nozzle that I use, the little fan plastic one that it comes with. I usually discard them and I never see them again. I like the brass fitting. Switch it over on fan by just simply turning it over and reducing the amount of fluid that can come out, and it's going to give you that little mist or spray fan kind of action anyway. So for me personally, I don't use the fan. They claim that you can get about 5 meters in terms of when it's on its full capacity. So it's got 3 functions here, 1, 2 and 3, or 3 modes. It gets 80 psi maximum, and the least is 20 psi. So I'm assuming when it's on 1, it'll give you 20 psi of pressure, 3 will be 80, and if you divide that by 2, then most likely number 2 is going to be about 50 psi. Doesn't actually stipulate how much psi you're going to get out of it, but battery performance or battery runtime is probably the best thing about this. No pumping, no nothing like that. You can see there as I'm holding it, instantly I've got that little bit of pressure on my wrist. Even if I point it down, it's going to be a little bit hard for you guys to see, but your wrist is always curved, so it's going to cause a little bit of fatigue there. Not too bad if you're using it for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, but if you're using it for a long period of time, that'll really bother you after a while. Trigger should have been on the bottom like they have got on the backpack sprayers. I'll show you guys a backpack sprayer in a second. That thing's really nice, ergonomic, and I'm very happy with it. Now these things here, it can either be put from the top, straight down, clip it in, or that usually takes up a lot of height, depending if you're chucking it in the truck or however you're going to store it. You can feed it through the side and clip it on as well, just with the handle. And that's the other thing, this little handle here, probably another thing that I really didn't like. You can see there it's got an open top. Obviously that's to accommodate for the handle if you wanted to store it in that position. But if you're carrying this around with an open handle on top, and the grip is actually very wide, I've got big hands and it's pretty wide even for my liking. But if you've got smaller hands and you're carrying this around, it's not going to be very comfortable. This should have been completely covered over and probably get rid of that ability to hold the handle in there. For me personally, not a big deal. It does come with a strap, and I do use a strap surprisingly. Most of the times I throw the straps away, but for this one here, you've got a little bit of weight, so you can put that strap, hang it on your side, and then just go about your business. Nice and simple. I've got 2 of them because I'm going to be using one for pesticides, and one will be used solely just for landscaping. So whether it's weed kill or selective herbicide or whatever it is that I've got in there, that's the reason why I've got this one here. So I've got 2 of them that I'm going to be using. The build is always good. Milwaukee's build is always really good, heavy duty. The pump is up on top here, and that's one of the problems. So with these ones here, like I said, you can buy a 4 litre, you can buy a 7 litre, and you can alternate the tanks. So let's pretend, for example, I had a herbicide, I was spraying away with that one there, or weed killer, whatever it is, and I wanted to switch over to a pesticide, which was my original intention. You can't actually just take this one here, drop it on top and start spraying away, and the reason for that is this hose here is connected to the pump, which is on the upper unit. So that means in our wand here, we've got that previous chemical still in there, and you have to clean it out or flush it out before using it with a different chemical. Now that for me was a problem, because I'm not going to sit there washing out my tank every time I want to reuse a different chemical. The switch tank, which is the backpack spray, I might actually get that now and just show you guys. Alright, so this one here is the backpack sprayer. This is called a switch tank, and you can in fact switch the tanks. So what I mean by that is you just flick the switches off, you lift this one here, and you can see the tank is connected to the hose. So this whole unit here can go somewhere else. I pick up my other tank that's got my other chemicals and I've got a separate hose, simply drop that on top and I'm ready to start spraying straight away. That is the best way to do it, and they really should have done that with this one here as well, because that resolves a big headache for most people switching chemicals over, and now I have to buy 2 units instead of buying just 2 tanks and the 1 unit. That leads me to another thing. The warranty on this is only 1 year, so why they do that, I've got no idea. All their other tools are about 5 years, or the power tools anyway. Seems to be the ones that have chemicals running through it. So once again with the switch tank as well, that one there's got less warranty than the 5 year. I think it might be 3 or 2 or 1, might even be just 1 on the pump itself. So that's something to keep in mind, that the warranty is shorter than the standard 5-year warranty. Ergonomics, I'll show you guys the handle here. Might have to bring this tank up a bit. Alright, so if we compare the handles side by side, this one here, the trigger's on the bottom, on the top, sorry. This one here gets flipped around and the trigger's on the bottom. So that one there's got a straight shaft on it, or a lot more ergonomic anyway feel to it than this one here. This one here is really bent over on the handle, and that causes a bit of fatigue. It would have been honestly better if they just left it straight, or just completely mimic the one off the switch tank. So if anyone from Milwaukee wants to watch this video, you did the right thing with the switch tank, and this one here should have been the same. So hopefully they change that over. What we're going to do now is have a quick look. So now obviously you know that the tank has to be flushed out, or sorry, you have to flush out your chemical from the previous one before using a new tank, so that you don't do any cross-contamination. If we have a look at the actual unit itself, 7 litres in this one here. On top we've got a built-in measuring cup, which is awesome. However, there it is there. So we've got a little strainer here as well, which is good to keep out the debris. The little plastic fan that we've got here is one of the ones that I usually discard of. I've got so many of them laying around and I never use them. So personal preference once again. The measuring cup is unreal, very nice, smart idea to put a measuring cup, makes things a lot easier. However, I might actually show you guys once I fill this up and get it through the running process. When you put fluid into this, all right, let's just pretend we've got chemical. We measured it up, we're happy with it, yep, no worries. Pour it on top into the tank here, fill it up with water. When you go to put the lid back on, obviously there's still a bit of residue chemical still left in there. As soon as you put it on top and screw that down, it's going to pour it down the side of your tank anyway, and then you go to grab it. So either way, what I like to do instead is just simply buy whatever chemical that I'm using with a little built-in measuring section on the side. So that way you can measure up exactly what you need, pour that in, no cross-contamination, no issues with it dripping down the side. Once again, just a little thing that I do so that I don't have to pour chemical everywhere all over the bottle and then go and try and handle it. So this one here is pretty simple, guys, pretty straightforward. I'm not going to go start this one here up because I've already got one sitting over there that I've been using, and I do need to spray some of the weeds in the backyard, so I'll go show you guys how that one there operates, and we'll also test it out and see if it can in fact reach about 5 meters. So my main concern is, as long as I can get to the upper section of a double-story house, which probably should be around about 4 meters or so, depending on your house, but as long as I can reach those eaves, I'm more than happy with that, and that's all I'm really after here. Now, with regards to the giveaway and the future reviews, now I don't know if I repeated myself or not. Once again, I didn't script this. I don't really know if I've covered everything, but I think it's just a bit easier for me to spill everything out and be as honest as I can and impartial as much as possible. That's going to help everybody out there. So we have to connect the strap as well, but so basically what I'm going to be doing is reviewing something hopefully once a month, and I'm going to try my best to also do a giveaway. Now, depending on what product we're reviewing, I might not be able to do a giveaway for that particular product, especially if it's a more expensive item, but I'm going to try keep them as frequent or consistent as possible. All you need to do, guys, to enter the competition, it's really simple, is, for example, we're going to be uploading this video today. All right, all you have to do is tell me in the comment section below what next product you want to see reviewed. Now, you can say anything you like from in or around your house. particularly power tools, anything work related, DIY related, home repairs or maintenance, because that's what I do for a living. So that's what I'd really like to gear it at. But if there's something else that you're interested in seeing a particular home product used, let me know in the comment section below. I'll try to keep a lot more reviews coming up, and I'll just try to keep them simple, straight to the point, yes or no, and how much it costs. So hopefully I've covered everything here, and basically what I'm going to be doing is, when it comes time for the next review, okay, I'm going to select somebody randomly from the comment section, or might not even be random, it might be something that I am actually interested in also. I'll pick that product there and I'll do a review on that one. Whoever it is that suggested that particular product to review, that's the person who wins the giveaway. So let's try and put this in perspective. Let's say we've got this one here uploaded today, and you guys want to see a video on, I don't know, let's say a drill, just for example, particular drill or a drill bit, and you guys want to see that. A lot of people put other suggestions in there. 3-4 weeks later down the track, I'll go through all the comments, have a look, yep, that sounds like an awesome idea, I'll go pick up these drill bits now. I'll come back here, go to record the video, and I'll mention that this particular person is the person that suggested this product, and they are the winner of the previous giveaway. So for this one here, I've got one ready to go. It's sitting over there, so hopefully probably another 3-4 weeks or so, I'll upload a new video, and that product there will then be given away to that particular person. If there's multiple people that have suggested the same item, what I'll do then is I'll just grab all those people, put them in a bag or a lucky dip or whatever you want to call it, pull that person out of a hat, and whoever wins it then. So hopefully you guys are going to get something out of this kind of review little segments that we're going to be doing. You're going to get to see new products get reviewed honestly, and tell you guys the honest opinions, which a lot of people don't like to do for whatever reason. I've spent plenty of money on products that are absolutely crap, and I'd rather you guys not spend your money on crap stuff as well. So hopefully that all makes sense. Let's go test this one here out. We'll come back, final thoughts, and then we'll call it a day. So this one here just has water in there at the moment, and we've got it set on level 3. We're going to test it out and see if we can get to the top of the eaves there on the double-story property. Nice and easy, definitely reaches up on the top, which is exactly what I'm after. That one there was on level 3, so that's at 80 psi. Let's go and quickly test it out on some grass, and we'll try to kill off those weeds. So I've got this one here completely filled up now, and if we flip it upside down, you can see there it's got absolutely no leaks. Even if we shake it, it's got a nice tight seal, and that's probably one of the most important things here. Nice tight seal. Let's go spray some weeds. So there you have it, guys. That's Milwaukee's M12 handheld chemical sprayer. That is a mouthful to say all in one go. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you're happy with the way that I've actually delivered this review, let me know in the comment section below. If you want anything more structured or organized in the future, once again, let me know. When you put your suggestions for future product reviews, also put in there if you've got any specific concerns or queries about the product. That way I can make sure that I address them in the following videos. If you're not sure if something's going to be able to handle a specific task, that'll be very helpful for a lot of viewers out there, and also myself, to test out for future videos. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it. As always, like, comment and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching Bill's How To.